we were trying to figure out the problem is this shit is affecting my subtle body, my subtle energy body close to the physical plane. That's a fucking problem. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. And you can't have shit like that. You can't have intrusive thoughts. Your consciousness don't work the normal way like it's supposed to. That's how these niggas are able to come in, put all sorts of entity attachments to fuck with my head, afflict me, affect me. It's just having to go and play 3517 hertz, and I'm like, I don't feel like playing video games where you going back and forth with frequency. We just gonna set it on one, especially if I'm trying to sleep. Keep it coasting. With that being said, I was playing 3517 hertz, tried to get my shit back the other fucking day. This shit got me super sensitive to the spirit plane. I ain't got time for this shit. You're just stuck in some of them road spirits right now. I don't have time for this. I really don't. With that being said, hearing that little motherfucker, it's disgusting. I wish I would have got rid of that shit from the onset. It would have stopped all this shit from happening, stopped all these internal intrusions. Lay the frequency, wear the floor of the water. Good. With that being said, Santa Muerte, you know, I was hearing from them road spirits, it's like you got to be particular, make sure your spirit protection is what they say they are. I heard that it was coming from the adversarial motherfuckers. It was coming from them. I thought it was the original. And then the original part of her soul consciousness level would try to help out. She was showing me what was accurate and what to do and what to get. And I was trying to put myself back together playing 3517 hertz. And I was mad calm. Sometimes 3002 hertz and add all the zeros. I actually got a frequency to combat the curse down below that can bring all your shit. But they did some in the middle of the night where they got them in boxes or some shit like that. They got my entity attachments. Can't even tell if it's the original or not. You just don't know. It's tricky with this evil ass shit. The evil ass motherfuckers who covered your spiritual powers. They even kicked me out of my spiritual powers the other day. I was trying to do what Baron Sammy was saying and tried to get in, but it's hard, you know. I get told you're operating at the soul consciousness level, so you know that's not the accurate one, that's not the real one, that's the real one, that's the real Rothschild soul consciousness. I had Jacob in mind as well, and Prince Harry and all this shit. I don't have time for this shit. I can't be locked in my consciousness in my head with something like this, because the consciousness in and of itself is super sensitive. I keep hearing, you know, feeling them vanish and take away, you know, certain whatchamacallings. And I had some of them 3-eye Atlas or Animora or 14 aliens try to block it. Them roaches be trying, but they're weak. They're very fucking weak. So in the middle of the night, I woke up to them being in boxers. I was told by them road spirits, they somewhere in this mirror balloon. And it's hard as hell to find them. You know, I was using 1.7 million hertz. They were like, every time I would try to find them, they would vanish. So you got to use 115 hertz to try to find them. I was doing that to get that aspect of myself, physical aspect of myself yesterday, that Ashley Terrell, Renee Wellinger soul, as well as them Rothschilds and shit. I heard she took pieces of it, was disseminating and selling it to other fucking people and all this fucking around in my own consciousness. Like I say, I need one powerful spirit team. One powerful spirit entity attack, just like I had with my Archangel Michael, to come in, just throw all this shit out. I feel like it's a lot simpler than what they proselytize it to be. I'm being marched toward. This shit is just, I feel like it's unnecessary. You know, I heard you on the spaceship, and there's tangible, plausible proof to believe that, but it's like this is still internal, and this could be grappled with easily. You fucking with them 3 Atlas, I'm 14 aliens, and they trying their best to get their conscience and all this. I can't just do away with all them motherfuckers, man. Put somebody that's strong over them, and one of my road spirits did it earlier this morning. Strong over them, that could get my shit back, where I'm being put back together. I ain't got to worry about being energy harvested, none of that shit. I get my shit back, and I'm not crying in the middle of the night. I'm not having to grapple with this. You know, it's like going on not a reconnaissance mission. It's like last night, you know, they were like, oh, you shit, woo, woo. They got them and they put them on board, and I got to go on the reconnaissance mission. They weren't on board. I don't know if I was on. It felt like it. Try to get the shit back. It felt like a spaceship or something. I don't know if it's a part of my conscience. I don't know, because fucking mind games over my head. I got to go on the reconnaissance mission to find it, and they're like, it's all tricky, and I'm under the covers, and they're like, if you come up under the covers, they're gonna try to capture you, woo woo, and I'm just, y'all don't, can't even piss in the middle of the night. I'm like, I don't have time to entertain this shit. It's just, it's too much. Traumatizing, disgusting, simple. I feel simple to deal with. I'm gonna try to do something today to nip this shit in the bud and kick them motherfuckers the fuck out. I was hitting entity attachments that should be internal last night, and that could fuck me up. And I don't, you know, you have to, you gotta make sure your shit's working. With that being said, I want this shit to fuck up out of here. This shit has no business being in here. Kept trying to find where all that shit, I'm hearing them hollering. I play 1.7 hertz and I say, y'all niggas, find where them niggas are. I'm just playing it. Make it work. I don't have time to entertain this bullshit. Niggas, make it work. I heard they did somewhere. They were taking them, tearing them apart, and some with the dry Atlas aliens. I don't have time. 3517 hertz is in order. We're going to have to work with it. And I just pray, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. They ain't got my entity attachment somewhere else coming in my body, throwing out my entity attachments, throwing out my shit. I want to kill them. I want to kill the Windsors, Mountbattens, and the Rothschilds and all timelines. I want them dead. 1573 hertz, 1498 hertz. Do what y'all got to do. I don't want to deal with this shit. I ain't contracted with them motherfuckers. I ain't got no dealings with them rape babies. Call them rape babies in the spirit plane. Watch how they react. They're going to feel powerless, because that's how fucking cowards feel, who like to go around and take their shit out on other people, man. Instead of fucking bloodletting African babies, take your shit out on Queen Elizabeth and Prince Edward and all that shit. Andrew and all them niggas. Go fuck with them. Don't be fucking with them other people. You a coward ass bitch. People, they're victims by saying evil shit to them as a ritual. I canceled they whatchamacallit, I think, with Pine Dar a long time ago. I'm trying to manipulate them. I don't know what's going on. Their soul contract, I 1215 hertzed it with the help of Saint and Santa Muerte, who's been instrumental, beautiful in trying to help me out. Even Saint tried to come in the dreamscape and do something about Jacob Rothschild. I heard his evil ass, smarmy ass voice. I wanted to kill that old kike motherfucker. Old evil ass, non-human. He got Santa Muerte as an entity attached with the, you can use 694, 695 hertz, this frequency. to see. You're trying to get it to where I don't know if I'm dealing with my roach attachments or... But he got Santa Muerte in them. He got me in them as well. That's why I be putting my license and all that up there. And for some strange reason, they keep taking my videos down that has it. And that's my personal information. I'm going to look into trying to upload it today. It's exacerbating. Having to deal with that. I haven't put the one that's abbreviated out. I'm mad exacerbated. But I feel like I can get you, because these motherfuckers, I saw when they were getting rid of the animal rare 14, they were trying to put me back in my body one night. Went in and out of that, whatchamacallit. This here, that frequency I was playing, take people out of hell realms. Almost look like clouds over there. Y'all see that shit? Okay, that's buildings. I thought that was clouds. Meghan Markle and the Ashley Terrell Renee Wellinger was towering over me through entity attachments. They got their soul consciousnesses attached and all. And I'm just like, I ain't got time to deal with this shit. They killing off them roach throughout Atlas, animal rare, aliens and all. And I'm just like, something got to be done. My spirit team is overwhelmed. I feel like it's simple. A lot of them rare aliens, I like them, man. They were on their shit and they were putting themselves back together when I was playing. I think 1488 hertz along with 1248 hertz. They were like, just keep playing that. We're going to put ourselves back together. We're going to do something about this shit. I haven't been playing 735 hertz, but it was getting them back in their timelines. 735 hertz, I think, was putting them back in their timeline. I also saw 3517 hertz was doing the same thing as well. I think it was kind of fucking, I don't know. But, I heard in one timeline where I was under Hike, by the way, she got me back in my body or something, or dealing with this. She's like, nah, it's too much, and you got the power to be able to fight that shit. You gotta put your nose to the grindstone and deal with it. But I feel like it's very, very simple. I'm playing the frequencies. I'm doing the best that I can, and it's very exacerbating to deal with. And them little roach spirits are trying their best to keep the worst from happening. I felt it too one day when I almost lost them. Child spirit guide as well that Meghan Markle and them snatched up. Means 3517 hertz to put it back together. 3002 hertz, 295 hertz, all these frequencies. With that being said, I'm going to say this right now. I am exacerbated. It's too much for me to fucking deal with, and I feel like it should be internal. It shouldn't be this hard. But it's given what I've seen, it's too much. It's emotionally too much. I'm feeling entity. I'm feeling Zendaya Coleman in my shit, my energy body doing this. And trying to pull out shit. And I saw her with the Rothschilds and all that laughing the other night about taking my shit out. Fucking with my inner entity attachments. I'm supposed to fucking drop what I'm doing right now and play 5302 hertz to do something about this nigga bitch. Or scream at this. I can't deal with this. An invasion by the Zendaya Coleman. Or that Renee Wellinger, Ashley Terrell motherfucker that soul swapped me. 694, hertz, C808 hertz, and all that. Put somebody back in their body, or 110 hertz, 0 hertz. Where she was fucking with a major entity attachment. And I felt it physically. I could feel her moving around inside my body physically. And doing all this whispering shit, meaning she up to something sneaky that was going to set me up to play my frequency to try to get rid of her and lose my shit. And none of them road spirits were going to do anything. I almost lost, like, I think, an integral part of it. And I'm just like, this don't work. I can't function like this. This shit's going to have to fucking go. I don't want the worst to happen with that light shit, but road spirits and shit. I don't like shit moving around in my fucking body. Doing evil shit like that, creating confusion. I don't need that. I want to get my shit. I don't want these people to have my shit because it's my shit. That's my shit. That's my body parts. That's what makes me me. Nobody got the right to be tearing me the fuck up so that they can become powerful or get this or get that. Tolerated that shit because I didn't know what the fuck was going on the Baron Family. Not this shit. Gotta go. And these motherfuckers, Rothschilds and all of them need to be killed. 1573 hertz on them motherfuckers, 1498 hertz, I believe. Or let me see, 1468. I hear this evil ass kaiju talking in my fucking soul consciousness is Jacob Rothschild. He sound like how he fucking looks. Irritating motherfucker. Very disgusting motherfucker. All them motherfuckers. I don't care if they helping Tris Williams. All of them, they gotta go. At certain points. I don't want none of that in my energy body because it causes problems. They already got a large piece of my fucking spirit spine that's close to the physical plane in them that they using fuck with my shit. Large part of my consciousness I lost some Saturdays ago. I don't have time for this bullshit. And I think I heard in the spirit plane is them taking down my videos if I post my fucking license. Evil shit the fuck up out of here. I don't want to have to deal with it. I just want my shit back. I don't have to deal with this. This is dangerous. Like I say, my Archangel Michael effortlessly removed that shit. Some weekends ago, when this first happened, no, it was on a Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday. That's when they started fixing to my road spirits. They started attaching to my road spirits consciousness or something, to my road spirits to start taking from me and all of that. Them evil motherfuckers. So I know it ain't nobody else but them. And it was on the Tuesday. I did a video about it. And, I said them weak motherfuckers. Before that, I remember something happened where I woke up. I was wondering if I should keep the lights on or not. Being fucking in my head and fucking with them road spirits to get me caught up in my head again. And I turned the lights on, then off. And next thing I know, I started getting fucked with really, really fucking bad. Somehow it broke where they saw my soul consciousness. They saw what I had. I had a dream about being in Sandringham or the Royal Palace or whatever. Prince Andrew just cut my ass up. I physically felt it. And they wanted to take everything that they could. And it's because they were getting rid of a motherfucker that's supposed to protect my ass. They got my shit all out there and all that to begin with. It's disgusting. You can use 3517 hertz. Add as many zeros at the end beginning as possible. In this case, I had 1.7 million hertz. Try to get shit back. Because I go out, I can't. This is ridiculous. I feel like it's fucking ridiculous. In one timeline where I'm staying at New Testimonial Center, because you have to go outside every single fucking day. It's like the VOA. You got to go outside every single day. The minute I do, they use that as an excuse to pull me in and further in. And in many of them timelines, so I know it ain't nobody else but them, the Illuminati put a green light on me to take all my shit and steal all shit and kill me off. Because they saw what I had with my Baphomet, which I believe the spiritual powers of which they may have in their possession. We all have inner entity attachments connecting us to the Baphomet. I wonder if the ancient Egyptians had something to do with it. But I heard that they stole my original Baphomet, got me with a new one, and I was trying for ages, trying to get that shit back and work with this pitiful ass spirit team. It's like, how the fuck y'all can't get back basic? I remember that night, Santa Muerte was fighting them. They had DJ Khaled, Lil Wayne, and all them. Got homunculus kids. They got some of my soul consciousness in their timelines. It's two homunculus kids, from what I understand, they are not supposed to exist. And in all timelines, Lil Wayne is an escapee from the Demiurge. His real name's Wayne Carter. I don't like that little nigga because very smarmy, condescending. He an ugly little nigga. I'm not even attracted to black men to begin with. And had the audacity, to be like, I just wanted, person who's in my body. I'm dark complexioned, I just wanted her for the spiritual power. Like, it's a compliment to be with you. You're a fucking nigger to me. Fuck the Mexicans who are racist as fuck before I touch your black ass. I'm just going off on a tangent. And got them homunculus ass kids. I saw it the other day with my soul consciousness. I saw it in the spirit plane. I saw the timelines. I saw everything. I've been trying to kill them off. They're not supposed to exist according to the Egyptian gods. Put them under the Egyptian gods as well as him. And they'll do something about it. Because they actually have purview over God himself, the God industrial complex. And that's exactly why the Illuminati covets them and wants to take them over with the one-eyed symbolism. That's why they keep going after my dad, because of his connection to Isis. It's also related to Mansa Musa. And in the spirit plane, they're trying to covet that. So I got to do something to stop it. But yeah, I remember I almost got in my body the other day, and he smelled something terrible, and just would have thought just. So that's why you got to be on your P's and Q's when you're trying to get back in your body, and you got all this shit burden on you when you've been soul swapped. I just can't get over the audacity, the niggasity of it. 5300 hertz on that Mayate. You know, I heard he was upset because I wouldn't fuck with him, trying to hold power over me in the spirit plane so I can get back in my own body. I'm like, yeah, you a fucking nigga, you in my yate. I need to come in my fucking power to deal with this shit. Got me with a legacy I never asked for, with fucking little ugly ass. I heard the kids are fucking ugly because they half spirit, they're homoculuses, and half people. And she keeps trying to steal my soul consciousness so she can become more physical, this Renee Wellinger. That's why I keep putting my license so I can get my shit back. Be locking shit off, and it's just too much. All this control. But I remember Phantom Work, her followers, we were going up against them, and they were using my powers against me. Big lip Jay-Z card and all that. Beyonce, I heard she pays like $6 million as a tip to them so she don't have to go through rituals. She was putting blue ivy in them, and heard how they raped Rihanna and all of that, and we're talking about not doing the worst, which was soul swapping. It's common in that industry where they were going to cut her throat, I don't know if physically or in the spirit plane, and give her voice to somebody else. I heard there was one timeline, by the way. Beyonce stole her shit from this lady here.
LaToya did an interview on the podcast R&B Money, and she said she lost her confidence because of what she went through in the group Destiny's Child. To find out more, stay tuned and watch this video. The actress and singer LaToya Luckett did an interview on the podcast R&B Money, And she revealed some very interesting details about her time in Destiny's Child. Now, if you don't know, LaToya was one of the original members of Destiny's Child alongside Latavia, Kelly Rowland, and Beyonce. And Destiny's Child, of course, was very, very successful, but the girls had to put in years of work before getting a chance to experience that success. Now, LaToya joined the group when she was around 12 years old. She was very young, and at this time, the group was called Girls Time. Prior to LaToya joining the group, she actually used to sing a lot on her own, and she had so much confidence when she was a little girl. However, when she joined the group, she lost a lot of that confidence, and to this day she still struggles to sing with the confidence she had when she was younger.
But my confidence was different back then. You couldn't tell me nothing. The one thing I knew I could do was sing, and I just wish I could get that confidence back. I would do anything to have that confidence back. And from there, like, I started being in the school plays and going out for the lead roles. You couldn't tell me nothing. And then somebody told me I was off. Once I started going to voice lessons and I became a part of DC, it wasn't your local talent show no more. This wasn't a stage play. This was real. You know what I mean?
And how old are you at this point?
I'm 12. I think, to hear the other voices around me, and especially, we talking about B. Mm-hmm. I don't sound like that, Mom.
Right.
I don't sound like that. Ain't how I sound. Does that mean I'm not good, or does that mean it's just different? Like,
right.
And you start questioning, because this isn't me watching Whitney on screen anymore.
Mm-hmm. Right.
This is someone in my face, and I'm hearing the power in her throat, and I'm going, whoa. I know our tones are different. We're never gonna sound the same, but like, I need to work on myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to work on myself.
Yeah.
And I think I had a moment of, wow, am I ever gonna be good enough? So I'm gonna play my position that I've been given in this, and take advantage of this opportunity. Mm-hmm. And the position I was given was soprano. Mm-hmm. So I just worked on that.
Right. You found your lane.
I found my lane in the group. Mm-hmm. I played my part, but I played that part for so long that I never really put the effort to make the other parts of my voice, like, to grow that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I was so busy at sharpening the soprano. Yep. So I became insecure in anything else. And to even hear my voice stand alone, because I'm just here for the harmonies. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to play my part as a soprano in the harmony. The thought of hearing my voice alone again, or being a solo artist, was, oh my God, the anxiety.
When do you think you regained at least enough confidence to say, I can do this on my own?
That came later. I'm still fighting with that a little bit. People don't realize how the seeds that they plant, especially into children, the words that are said, even if said with love. And, I think we got dropped from a label at one point. The rejection started early with us. After DC, I honestly didn't know what it was that I wanted to do. Everything was fun and all until I had to start performing live. Really? It got real. I would have panic attacks in the bathroom. I was scared to go on stage. My voice would literally be shaking. Like, to be out there alone by myself and not have my girls up there with me. I didn't know how to play that off.
Now, when I first heard LaToya speak on this, I was like, there's a lot to really break down here, because she was talking about how as a child, her confidence was broken down. And I don't believe her confidence was broken down intentionally. I do think the adults around them wanted them to grow and get better. And in order to make them better and stronger, they put them through a lot of intense training, and they also gave them a lot of critiques. But LaToya was obviously affected by some of those critiques because she's still dealing with the aftermath of it to this day. Not only that, LaToya said something interesting. She did compare herself to Beyonce. Now, Beyonce was a great talent when she was younger. She was vocally gifted and she was very advanced as a performer. So it was really a no-brainer to push her at the forefront because she knew how to lead a group. She had the natural charisma and confidence and skill, and she was praised for her skill. Beyonce had a lot of encouragement and a lot of special training as well because she was the lead singer. Meanwhile, LaToya was designated to the background, and it kind of makes sense why she would feel discouraged because she felt like she couldn't measure up to Beyonce. And honestly, I do think she was made to feel that way by some of the adults in the situation. LaToya never went into detail about what was said to her, but I could imagine that they were saying some things to her that she internalized, and she's still dealing with it as an adult. Not only that, some of her group members made critiques about her voice as well. They kind of threw shade at her in a Vibe magazine issue. In fact, Beyonce said LaToya was like tone deaf. And Kelly added she wasn't even originally a singer. She was a rapper. So those words had to have really hurt LaToya. And around this time, Destiny's Child was going through their internal issues. So I think Beyonce and Kelly made those statements out of hurt. And they were also young as well. So naturally, they were going to be a little petty. But really, they were very upset that they were being sued by LaToya and Latavia around that time. And just to give a brief backstory, around this time, Latavia and LaToya were kicked out of the group by the manager, Matthew Knowles. The reason why they were kicked out is because they were trying to find another manager. They didn't like the way Matthew was treating them. And when Matthew found out about their plans, he had them removed. And LaToya and Latavia ended up suing Matthew and the group. So Beyonce and Kelly were dragged into the whole lawsuit, and they were upset about it. They were very upset, and that kind of gives context to why they said the things they said about LaToya and Latavia. And of course, years later, they made up with both of them, and Beyonce did thank LaToya and Latavia during her Billboard's Awards speech.
I'd also like to thank the original members of Destiny's Child, LaToya Luckett and Latavia Robinson.
So they all set their differences aside. However, during that period of their breakup, there were some petty things that were said.
All of the bad seeds are now out of Destiny's Child. We've had changes in the group, and we finally found the recipe that is perfect.
We're vocally stronger than ever. On the next album now, everyone can sing lead, which is great, something that we've never gotten a chance to do.
When LaToya heard some of the statements made about her voice, she was very hurt about it, and it did affect her confidence as a singer.
My self-esteem was very, very low. Beyonce is very talented, and so I was like, well, I'm not sounding like that. That's not my thing, so maybe I can't sing.
After LaToya was removed from Destiny's Child, she went on to form her own singing group with Latavia and two other singers named Tiffany and Nadi. And the group was called Angel, but Angel was short-lived, and LaToya ended up branching out as a solo artist. LaToya's solo debut was surprisingly very successful. No one expected that she would come out with a platinum-selling album and a hit single like Torn, but she did. And she also proved to audiences that she could, in fact, sing.
Y'all better sing. A part of me says the thing we get through. A part of me says I'm a part of me wants to say goodbye. A part of me is asking why. Torn in between the two. Be with you. You alone.
I don't know. I never saw myself like doing this whole solo thing, and it's kind of crazy because I just never saw it coming. And we go at it about that, but I appreciate that about him because he wants me to sound my best.
Oh, okay.
A Pigford, and I heard in one timeline where she was spiritual like me, and she knew about, I think, Rochatat and something. She was able to get her blessings from her and whip her ass in the spirit plane and become huge in one timeline. The others, her shit was protected by the Illuminati to be able to steal it. Her shit. You know, same thing with Jay-Z. It's only one timeline where he steals from himself in that timeline, where he agreed to never make a deal. But there was something I was going somewhere with Lil Wayne. Put that nigga, Mayate, under the purview of the Egyptian gods, because they had purview over God. It's Nike's supposed to, you know, as well. That's why they're trying to put Zendaya, Coleman as Hike and all of that, so that they can control humanity using all that shit. Same thing with all them motherfuckers. They're trying to put it under their purview. With that being said, there was something else I wanted to say. The audacity of it. You know, it would be with light-skinned women, but I keep hearing that Jacob Rothschild talking in my soul consciousness, and when I try to get my shit back, I physically feel it, where I feel entity attachments of these things fighting me and fucking with my ass and trying to kill my ass off and cutting me up and everything else. I just, you know, I saw Prince Harry. I had a roach spear try to go after him one day and nearly did. Nearly fucked him up. The entitlement to my body, I want to kill a motherfucker. Want to kill him. They stole a lot from Baron Samedi Legua. You know, his shit's in Meghan Markle's timelines and shit. Pilfering off of them. I'm exacerbated. I'm exacerbated by this whole fucking thing. Killing that man off. Some deranged motherfuckers. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm dealing with. I don't, day in and day out, and having to deal with this shit. I'm on the precipice of wanting to kill a motherfucker. Kill these people for this shit. So I'm gonna throw some cards and then be done. With my entity attachments. You know, I got to the point, you know, I remember one day it was with the Santa Muerte shit and that Maria Tavares, Cassandra Nunez bullshit. Her whatchamacallin' and seeing a window open in physical time. I don't have time for this shit. Yeah, Maria Snorley's, Langley, whatever the fuck they call her. I ain't got time for this shit. I really don't. I'm disgusted. I feel like the power lies within me. I could get my shit back, but I got all this evil shit that stay blocking shit, and I'm irritated. I feel it's a lot simpler, but I'm being marched towards a mortal fucking fatality because of this shit. So anyways, in the obstacle position, we got 7 of Wands. And I feel like there's a lot of motherfuckers that's fighting against you, trying to get what you fucking got. 7 of Cups. That's the present position. And I feel like you in a place where you're not really sure what the fuck is going on. You're trying to put all your shit back. You're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. You're trying to cover your shit back, but it's going to be a long uphill struggle. You are getting closer, but you're not. Eight of Cups is going to be the future position. I feel like there's going to be a loss. And it may be an alliance of people. It may involve somebody helping. Eight of Wands is the subconscious. And something is telling you to go in a direction that may not be propitious, but will be propitious in the future. Four of Cups is your goals. And something is telling you to be in a position where consciousness and body is so thin right now, it's not even funny. I feel something moving me like, I can't deal with this shit. This I don't care if I'm on the animal ride. This shit gotta stop. I don't have time to be stuck in my consciousness like that. We gotta get our shit back. I don't think there's anything to it. It's just these niggas, they'll take control of your entity attachments or put shit on you. Like they were putting their ancestors, their bloodline. That's why, put the Rothschild, Mountbatten Windsors under Egyptian gods and all timelines. I was trying to do that. Their bloodline, put them all under that. Meghan Markle, put them all under that. End this shit. I ain't got time to deal with this. I'm about setting it up to where I don't even know if I'm dealing with my road spirits or not. I get this shit out of here. Man, I say that, they start fucking with me. And fucking with my inner entity attachments. I can't take it. Got my body all this shit gotta stop. This gotta stop in all directions. I can't function like this, and I feel like it's simple. So we got Four of Cups. I heard they were looking through my music itinerary. One of my favorite songs was by John Bon Jovi, Always. Okay, get them evil motherfuckers out. Infiltrating all sorts of aspects of my consciousness. These motherfuckers, it's. I am getting serious about it, but these motherfuckers, there's a better way to handle it rather than, no, You got to be in a safe place. That's why I was playing 1488 hertz, 1488 2 hertz yesterday to be able to deal with this shit. Okay. With that being said, you got the Four of Cups. Something is telling you to take a more proactive position. Nine of Swords. Is your advice card. And I feel like you're going through a lot of hell. You're going through a lot of things. And some telling you to use that as inspiration to break free of a very fucked up situation that's not impossible for you to break free of. Ace of Pentacles is the energy all around you. And I feel like there's a lot of motherfuckers like this Prince Harry and shit. They be constantly bombarding you with entity attachments for 1498 hertz on them. Or 1573 hertz. Them kids too, they gonna do something where they gonna use them to try to transcend humanity and transcend their sins so they don't have to suffer, and making them kids a sacrifice or some shit. Alright, so we got Seven of Pentacles. And I feel that that's your fears and your hopes card. I keep hearing that Eugene, whatever the fucking name is, fucking with my ass. Eugenie. They keep attaching to my dad, who I tried to rescue in the spirit plane, but Eugenie, Prince Andrew's daughter here fucking with my. It hurts that cracker bitch. A 1488 2 hurts that hoe. You're another rape baby, got raped by her daddy. I ain't got time for this shit. Saying sadistic shit, talking about property, Illuminati. Punch a motherfucker. I was hitting them with my dumbbell in the spirit plane last night, my 30-pound one. I hit them with the 25-pound dumbbell one. It's a fucking crime. So with that being said, we got the Seven of Pentacles, and I feel like you're learning about how fucked up a situation. You're still learning about the situation, and you're coming up with ways to deal with it. And you're seeing, you know, what's going on. Nine of Cups is going to be the outcome. I feel that you will get some type of wish fulfillment. But you're going to be going through fucking hell, you know. I feel, you know, just make the right steps and you'll see yourself through. That being said, if you want a more personalized reading, please contact me at ravenbyterror22@yahoo.com. I'm fucking exacerbated, disgusted. I want these evil motherfuckers to fuck up out my energy body. They ain't got no fucking reason, no motherfucking rhyme. Get the fuck out. I don't fuck about nothing. Y'all, they gotta go, man. I gotta kill them.